are, ATE, Australian Tourism Exchange, and I think I was saying to somebody just now that you must be the longest serving sort of general marketing, general manager marketing, sales, distribution, revenue in the hotel industry in Australia, and yet you look so young.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you said that last piece.
But tell me, Choice Hotels, okay? Tell me, just remind us all about what is within your brands, okay? Or what sort of brands are within the brands?
Yeah, look, I mean, what we've done now is we're diversing into the 3-star bracket with Econo Lodge. And Econo Lodge really is something that we've been doing for the past 3 years, and now about to sign our 30th Econo Lodge.
Okay,
so that's
cool.
Sitting in that what we would call economy style of area.
If you had to give it a star rating, 3-star?
Probably 3-star.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. And then in our traditional markets around Australia, we have the Comfort brand, which obviously takes in all of the regional tourism self-drive itineraries, as well as qualities as well.
So Comfort tends to be in sort of regional towns?
Mainly regional towns, 3.5 star. And look, the one thing about the experiences for the international markets is when you start going into the regional towns and working with the hotels, they're all individually owned and operated. So there's personalities there, and that's what people come to see, really, isn't it? So regional comfort and qualities. And then, of course, we have the Clarion. We've got Clarion Suites Gateway here with us out of Melbourne, and that's sitting around that 4.5 star.
So now when you say Clarion Suites, does that mean they're more apartment style properties?
It does. So we have Clarion Hotels or Clarion Suites.
Oh, okay.
So in Melbourne, for instance, we have Clarion Suites, Gateway, William Street, Melbourne. Apartments, just done a soft refurb, which has been fantastic. We've also got the Clarion Hotel in Launceston. Just won Clarion Hotel of the Year at our conference last year. So doing really well over there in Lonnie. Ascend Collection. Ascend's our new.
This is new, isn't it?
It is new. It is a collection of hotels. We don't necessarily have them big branded. They'll take a plaque on as opposed to the big sign out the front, which we have with every other hotel. So, and I'm really excited to say we've got Balgownie Estate in the Yarra Valley. Just signed up, so we're really excited about that, and that's an Ascend Collection.
Okay, so that's Balgownie Estate in the Yarra Valley, just in case, because that announcement was being made, just in case we lost it there.
Yarra Valley.
Estate, Yarra Valley, okay.
Yarra Glen.
Yarra
Glen. And it's a great spa resort. So they're the kind of things that we're looking at with the Ascend Collection. We also have the Castlereagh Boutique Hotel, which is an Ascend Collection in Castlereagh Street in Sydney. And
excellent.
That's a great 4-star property right in the middle of the city. In fact, no one really knows it's there, so it's a little boutique one. Hiding away. So we're really glad to have that on. And then in Kingscliff, we've got a brand new Ascend Collection there, the Paradiso Resort. So really starting to grow that brand, and we'll probably have 6 of those by the end of the month.
Wow.
And we'll continue growing that brand as we will with all of our other brands.
So how many hotels in total in the whole portfolio then?
We've got 275, 235 of those. Is actually here in Australia. The others are in the international market or in New Zealand.
Now, in terms of the way you market yourselves, okay, so you've got these brands. Is there another hotel group in Australia that has, sort of brands across brands like this?
Yep, there are our competitors out there
but
that
not
have
as
similar.
Extensive though.
Oh, I think there are a few out there that have that range, but maybe not as more regional focused as well.
So in terms of, here we are at ATE inbound markets, that's the focus of Australian Tourism Exchange. Obviously the place is absolutely awash with buyers from Asia, particularly China, a lot of buyers from China. How are you promoting and selling these products into places like China?
For China, we've just started getting all of our itineraries, self-drive itineraries, translated into Chinese. We're working with Destination New South Wales and other tourism boards, really getting into market on the sales missions. That's how we're getting in there. That's how we think the best approach is. And of course the inbound tour operators
You go into market as well?
We go into market, In fact, one of my team has just come back from the China mission.
And are you seeing growth from China?
We are. I think it's slow. I think there's a lot more to come. I think the interesting part about the Chinese market is there's traditional and there's also the online tour operators. So it's really looking at that as well, not just the traditional markets, because there's a lot happening over there with Bookings.com, for instance, and we need to be making sure that we're on board there.
Yeah, with what?
Bookings.com.
Oh, Bookings, yes, absolutely.
So that's another one that we're looking at. So getting into market there. Our other key markets, Europe, very big. I mean, obviously we work with AOT and ATS. Italian market through Finesse. So, we've got some great clients out there. They do a lot of the work. But also just making sure that we're continually out there with our brands and representing all of our hotels, because obviously we can't have everyone out there running.
That's right.
But good presence both in market, but also working with Tourism Australia and importantly with the individual tourism bodies.
Now, in terms of the way it all works, okay, so all the hotels are privately owned, so they become part of your group, okay, for marketing purposes, and you undertake all the marketing and distribution on behalf of those private owners.
Yeah, so they're all individually owned and operated. It's a 100% franchise operation, and we do the sales, marketing, distribution. So it's a big operation. We have salespeople out in the field. We do a lot of training with our hotels to make sure they're up to speed with what the needs are from international markets, but also from our corporate market as well.
And how have you found ATE this year?
I think it's been fantastic. I think they've done a great job. It's great to have it in a new destination. I think the buyers are really happy about that, and I think they've done a great job with the space that they've got. This is great. We're in the Hall D. Just saw it there, Hall D. It's working perfectly, as it always does. It's just a different feel, but I think it's a great feel, and it's a destination that is aspiring everyone.
Well, Aileen Coburn, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me this morning, and onwards and upwards for the Choice Group of or Choice Hotels Australasia.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.